Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Conversation with Within. My name is Nanda Araújo. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here today and connect with you guys one more time. Today I have a very special guest. She was years before, you had a conversation before. I totally recommend for you to watch the first video. But this second conversation we are going to have today, I totally suggest, my friend, that you stay till the end, listen the entire conversation, because today we are going to talk so many things. Kim Cintio, she's a trance channel. She's an animal communicator. She's a medical intuitive. She's a quantum energy healing. And she's also trance channel messages from so many different angels like Archangel Raphael, so many light beings. And today she's going to talk about, so many different topics about the angels. And also today she's gonna help you guys how to connect, with the angels, how to connect with the spirits as well. Because so many people now going through to awakening right now, they don't know exactly what to do or not to do, or sometimes thinking, no, oh, I'm not gifted. Oh, this is not for me. So today we're gonna talk about so many things, and also, maybe not sure you're gonna channel live, a message for someone, maybe someone that are available because they are so busy every single day. But once again, let's see what's gonna happen. Thank you so much again, Kim, to be here one more time and connect with us, my friend.
Thank you.
And so I just like, to ask Kim, how you can, what kind of advice, or suggest that you can give for so many people they are going through awakening, or maybe they already went through awakening, but they feel that are kind of lost, they feel a little bit insecure, or feel some doubts that are, oh, this is not a gift for me, I don't know how to connect, or receive or channel message, if you can just, talking about a little bit help with the others. They need this type of guidance.
Well, what I would recommend is to start from the bottom, not jump up and want to meet your to channel. Because when I started on my journey, I learned about how the universe works, how everything comes together. I would go and to different people, whoever I felt resonated with, and learned a tool here, a tool here, a tool here. Um, I also took classes, and one class that really stood out for me was a class. It was called Psychic Development in Mediumship Circle. And in this class, I learned all about how the universe works. There's all kinds of things that happen that we have to retrain our thoughts to connect and understand how everything works before you jump in and connect with spirit and, give a message. In this class, and this class that I took, I went every single week. It was once a week. It was a Thursday night for 3 years
Wow.
to build up my own confidence with connecting with spirit. Okay. So in this class, we would first have like a lesson. The instructor would get up and she would give a lesson, like about how the universe works, and you have so many spirit guides. You have an inner band of spirit guides, and you have an outer band of spirit guides. The inner band of spirit guides are the spirit guides that are with you 24/7. They are with you from the time you incarnate in your physical body, and then they escort you when it's time for you to depart. Okay, so they're with you 24/7. Those are your inner band. Then you have an outer band of spirit guides. And these are the spirit guides that come and go and help you with specific tasks or whatever it is you're going through in your life. And in this outer band includes crossover loved ones. Like if your father passed, then your father comes to help you. Your father comes and he's a guide for you. He's in the outer band. Now, your inner band guides, they all have specific roles. They are with you 24/7. They are connected to you by a cord from your heart to theirs. Okay? They all have a specific role and they all take their roles very, very seriously. Okay? I'll go through. Would you like for me to go through the guides, Nando?
Yes, yes, please, please.
What their roles are? Okay.
Yes, please.
First,
Thank you.
a joy guide. And a joy guide is usually a child. I have seen them from anywhere from age 4 to 30. Okay. They usually, most of the guides of your inner band are usually with you in this life, but they've been with you in previous lives. So as we grow and evolve, they grow and evolve. Okay. So the joy guide is responsible for helping you to find joy in your life. Okay. They're usually children. Mine is, I have 2 and they're children, but with your human spirit guides, you have had a previous life with them. And then in turn, they decide that they're going to be your guide, your spirit guide in this life. My 2 spirit guides, my 2 joy guides. Rosie is the main joy guide. She has been with me since the beginning of time. She has come in every single lifetime to be my joy guide. A very old, wise soul. Now we have Jordan, and he's my other joy guide. And they both appear to be like 8 years old. By the way, they're children, but they're wise, wise, wise soul. Jordan was my son in a past life, but he was my son in a past life many, many, many lifetimes ago. So I have the 2. They help bring you joy. They help you with so many different things in your life. You can ask them anything, but all of your inner band guides have a specific role. And they take their roles very, very seriously. Okay. So one of the roles with the joy guide is they, like I said, try to uplift you to keep you laughing, to keep you happy. If you feel guided to go over to a swing set in a park and go swing on the swings, just know that was your joy guide nudging you because it's time for you to have fun, to bring that childlike part of you out so you don't take life so seriously. They kind of try to keep you balanced. Okay. Their orbs, if you are ever you want to know the color of their orbs, it's green. Okay. And a lot of times when you take pictures or videos and you have this little green dot just floating around in your picture, that is your joy guide. Okay. Now, like I mentioned, as you evolve, your guides evolve. Your joy guide, the first lifetime they came in to be your guide, they usually start off like a little older, but as you evolve, they evolve, but they regress in their age. Okay, so my Rosie's been 8 years old in about 3 or 4 of my lifetimes right now. She likes to be 8. But when I work with people, I've seen people's joy guides 4 years old, 5 years old. It just depends. I've seen them 30 years old. Just depends. It's whatever that association that guide has with you. Okay. The next guide you have, and by the way, the joy guide doesn't really have a specific position in your energy field because they're all in your energy field all the time. The personal spirit guides, the inner band. Okay. The joy guide doesn't have a specific position. They dance around your energy field. I was one time sitting at a light in the car, And in my peripheral vision, I saw them dancing around in my energy field. I mean, I literally saw it with myself, with my own eyes. So they're always moving around you, always. Okay, the next guide is your protector guide. And your protector guide protects you from harm's way. They're always clearing the path so it's clear for you to walk through. Okay, their orbs are red. Depending on your heritage, depending on what lifetimes you have had, depends on what culture your protector guide is. Like mine is Native American, because I have had many previous lifetimes as Native American or indigenous. So I have a Native American protector guide. Now, if you've had origin, say you were you had a lifetime in Greece and you were a Roman soldier. It's a good chance that your protector guide is a Roman soldier. It just depends what previous lifetimes you have had with these souls. These souls, you make an agreement with this soul to come in and they decide whether or not they're going to be your guide or not. Okay, so that's the protector guide. They keep you out of harm's way. They help us emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you have any anxieties or any fears, you give it to your protector guide. They protect you and keep you out of harm's way. Now, I teach people how to connect with their spirit guides, by the way. That's one of the things that I do. But I have had people ask me, well, how come I got in that car accident? Where were my protector guides? Well, everything that happens to us in life has lessons attached to it.
Yes, yes,
Past karma that wasn't healed.
yes.
That's why that came up, and that is why that happened. Your guides are not going to interfere
No,
with your
no,
karma.
no.
This is why. Okay, but most of the time I have had experiences. I'll share an experience I had. I've had many. I was walking in the parking lot, and there was a cute guy, and I was kind of flirting with the guy, and I wasn't paying attention to where my feet were walking. And I tripped over one of those concrete parking
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
I flew up in the air and I came down on the parking lot, the asphalt. And I didn't hurt myself. It didn't hurt. When you fall on that pavement, you skin your knee bad, you get hurt bad.
Yes.
I didn't hurt myself. I was more embarrassed that I tripped over the parking stone because I was flirting with a guy than me hurt. I didn't hurt myself, because what I feel happened was when I flew up in the air and I came down, my angels and my protector guides cradled me, so I
Yes.
didn't hurt myself when I fell on the pavement. So, I mean, I've had other things happen, but that one was like, wow, ooh, I just felt like, wow, I was kind of very embarrassed. But anyway.
Listen, I just love, the way you explain the things, Kim, just so beautiful. But
But there's more.
I
You
know,
want
yeah. I'm gonna let you, but I just say more. But I just wanna like to say something. The first time that the first conversation we had, I felt that I said you speak my language. Today is the same thing, because I don't remember the last time, or if I have heard someone talk things that you said. One of those things about children age, Yeah, I see they can be so many different ages, 3 years old, 7, or 10, or 11. Sometimes when I work with our clients a child come, and normally they tell the age now. And then sometimes, they say, oh, they say a name, tell them that I'm with them, blah, blah, blah. They can call me. They give me all the details. And then I shout to them, oh, is it this a little girl here? She's 7 years old. But it's something, there's not so many people talking about that. Even a lot of people, they teach tons of talk about those things as well. But I'm so grateful that you brought that to the conversation. And the other things that I have a note here that I was going to ask, if you teach, you said yes. So if you want to learn more how to connect with your gods, how to channel message for them, please now reach out to Kim. She can help you. I do so many things, but I never claim to do everything, my friend. It's not stop. I can help someone as well, but it's not something that I do too often. I do some more different things. But I'm grateful that you mentioned that because I was going to ask Kim, and I just love the way you explained as well that they are going to protect us, but sometimes when some things going to happen to us, because it's part of our journey, it's a karma for maybe this life or past life. And I went, I went through some few cars accidents. I went through some few serious health problems. Hey, I'm still here. I'm still here, my friend. Thank you, God. I thank you to my gods and angels, for being with me all this time with so many things that I went through. But I'll let you continue. Thank you, Kim.
Okay, so it's real important to start from the beginning rather than jump. When you start, okay, so meeting your spirit guides is really, really important because these guides are with you all the time. And the more you work with them, the more familiar you become with them. And then, and the way the universe works is if your guides give you an assignment and you complete the assignment with ease and grace, then the assignment will not have to be repeated. However, if you don't pass the assignment, and when they say pass the assignment, that means you go into a tizzy and you don't understand why this is happening to you, and you tell your husband, you tell your brother, you tell your sister, you tell your best friend, you tell everyone around you. What you're doing is you're keeping it active in your energy field, and you're just going to create more of it. So what will happen, the universe will bring that same situation, but with a different player, a different person. It'll have the same theme. So it'll keep repeating in your life until you handle it with ease and grace. So what they mean by handling it with ease and grace is that so something like really triggered you and you're really upset about it. Spirit says it's okay to tell one person or write it down to get it out of your system, because you have to get it out of your system. You can't hold on to it because it'll fester within you. Okay, so you write it down or you tell one person and then that's it. And you say, I thank you for showing me this. I forgive myself for this. I forgive that person for this, and I release this. Take it from me. Okay, then it's released, it's gone, it's done, it's gone, it's done. And that, with that being said, then the universe will give you another task, another assignment. And when you complete your assignments, that's how you up level, and that's how you grow, and that's when they give you another gift. Okay, so I wanted to bring forward to let you know that everything that you do when you are working with spirit is earned. There's nothing is handed over. It's like, I didn't just wake up and I'm a channeler. No, I've been doing this for 20 something years, and I have earned where I am now. Okay, so you have to start at the beginning. So you got to start at like Psychic Development 101, from the beginning. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to jump over to the next guide. So I've given you the Joy Guide and the Protector Guide. Okay, so the next guide is the Doctor Philosophy. And the Doctor Philosophy, let me see, what side do you stand on? Okay, they stand on the right side. Their orb is light blue. And I'm asking them because I know this, but I forget sometimes what side. So she said, mine is a female. She stands on the right side. Their orb is light blue in color, and they're like a doctor teacher. They help you with anything that has to do with knowledge. Okay, if you are taking, they guide you to take specific classes. They guide you to research certain subjects, and all these things that they are guiding you to are things that you have written in your blueprint, in your soul contract prior to your incarnation. Your guides make sure that you stay according to the divine plan, what's written on the soul contract. Okay. So they guide you to pick the right teacher. They guide you to hook up with the right people. They also help you if you are if you're getting ready to buy a house and you have to fill out all the paperwork, and they help you to sign that contract. They make sure you see every I that needs to be dotted and T that needs to be crossed. They are your doctor teacher. If you are anywhere somewhere and you're looking for a book that'll help you to move you up on your path, and or something that really interests you, and you see that book and it kind of pops out a little bit, and you take the book and you open it up just to that certain page, guess what? That's your doctor teacher. That is your doctor of philosophy guiding you to read that page. Look at that book, skim that book, and then you'll feel in your heart, oh, I'm purchasing this book. That is your doctor of philosophy, doctor teacher working through you to build you so you can learn more and expand and expand your growth. Okay? So that's your doctor of philosophy who's on the right side. Now, the doctor of chemistry is on your left side. Again, they're light blue in color. This is your doctor healer guide. This is the healer guide that assists you if you do any kind of energy healing work. They're the ones that initially come through you and help you to heal another. They also help you to purchase the right medicine for you. Say Uncle Joe has taken Sudafed for his cold, and you go to the store and you go and look at the cold medicine and you look at Sudafed, and it doesn't feel right for you because it doesn't feel right for your body type. Your doctor of chemistry is going to guide you to the right antidote, the right medicine that's best for your body type. Okay, so that's your doctor of chemistry. They also help you if you say you come down with a really bad upper respiratory infection or a cold, and you want to keep your germs to yourself. They'll make sure that you're not contagious to other people, and it works both ways. Say you're somewhere, I'm going to use this as an example. You're on the airplane. And, when you're in the airplane, the air just circles around and around. It's the same air. But there's somebody a couple rows back that's coughing really bad. And you're like, oh, my God, I don't want to get sick. Keep their germs away from me. You ask your guide, please protect my field. Please keep those virus germs away from me. And they will do it. But you have to ask. They're not going to automatically do it. You have to ask. And after you ask, you always say thank you. We always show gratitude. And that's the spirits in the spirit world. You have to show your gratitude. You have to. It's just like if somebody gives you, if you give a gift to somebody, you'd like a thank you, right? It works the same on the other side. Okay, so that's your doctor of chemistry. The next guide is your master guide. And the master guide usually sits above you. They're usually a huge white orb. They sit above you. They stand behind you, and sometimes they're in front of you. They are like the supervisor. They're the guide that makes sure all the guides are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're also the guide that brings in different guides in your outer band that you need at any particular time. So, Nando, you might have a big interview coming up on one of your podcasts, and you need assistance. Your master guide will call in the guide that best suits you, that's going to assist you with the podcast. It's the same difference. So if you think about them, they're like the supervisor,
Mhm.
and they make sure that the guides come and go as they're supposed to. You're completed a job doing something somewhere. Okay. That guide goes. You just think of it like it's a revolving door. The guide goes out, they bring in another guide, because the next thing that comes up on your whole contract, your guides are going to bring the right guides in for you to assist you with that task and that assignment. Like, I personally just got a new assignment. My guides were speaking to me in the car when I was coming back from the gym, and they were telling me stuff. And they said, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "I'm ready." "Are you sure you're ready?" I said, "I am positive I'm ready. I know I have a new assignment coming in." So, because when you get to a place, when you're working on your path and you're doing different things, and you come to a place where you're like, "I'm bored with this. I don't want to do this anymore. You gave me all these gifts. I want to use it doing something else." That's an indication to me that I'm completed with this part of my journey, and they're bringing me to another part of my journey. So usually when you're bored, it's usually something you need to change something up. Something needs to be changed. Now, I have been bored, off and on board, for a little while, and I've changed things up. Archangel Michael came forward. "Well, do this now, and do it like this now, and do this and this." I'm like, so I did all that. Okay, all right, now I'm ready for the big stuff. Bring it on. But it's like I said, once you complete the assignment, then they will bring you more. It has to be earned. It's not, "Here you go. Here's your gift. Now you have this gift and this gift and this gift." It's earned.
Yes.
Earned. So
I love the way you explained, but it's so true. You know, I mean, it's so important. I'm so grateful that you explained all these things, especially for these new people, even for some people they've been doing this for a while. I'm learning a lot listening to you today, but especially for the beginners, it's so important that you understand you're going to reach a higher levels. But like she said, you need to start from the bottom, and you need to go to school. You need to learn. What she did for 3 years, I did for many, 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 many years. Oh my God, I don't even remember for how long. She knows someone that very well is Alania Starhawk. Alania, I went to Alania's workshop for close 1 year. Every, I don't remember if it was Wednesdays and Thursday, but every single week for 1 year. And then some other place that I went to before for years as well. And but you say something. I'm still constantly go back to school to learn more. But the reason I'm doing so many things, what she said is 100% the truth. Uh, that I'm doing so many things right now because I start from the bottom, and I was very grateful, thankful. But then little by little, they give me more, they give me more. Even some few things that I do right now is different than the way that I used to do before. They change things as well. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
it is. It is. And I took that class for 3 years, but I still continued taking other people's classes. It's
Yes.
all to have more than one teacher, but you have to go with who resonates with you. Not everybody's going to resonate with you. So, you go with who resonates with you, and and I'm still learning. I don't claim to know it all. There's so much, it's so vast.
Yes. Yeah.
He's learning, but now my guides are pretty much my teachers. I mean, if I don't understand something, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have a conversation with them. I mean, I've been connecting to them for a long, long time. And I ask and I listen to the answers. And then sometimes you don't always hear the answers. feeling or a knowing, or it comes from through somebody else, or it comes in a song. I mean, you ever have songs repeat in your head? There's messages in there and constantly repeating and repeating. Okay, okay, I get it. Okay, okay.
I have a question for you. It came in here right now, Kim. So, God's angel can communicate with us in different ways, right? Not just like, you receiving a message. When we try to say that maybe they can communicate, through animal, or maybe they can communicate maybe to a sign in a road, right? Or can you talk a little bit about this? I mean, some different ways that God's angels they can communicate with us, they can send the messages to us, because sometimes we are too busy here, a message try to come through, we are maybe going through some personal things, some serious situation in their lives. For some reason, the message it doesn't go through. It's here, but we kind of how I'm gonna say this, maybe we ignore it or push it away. We are too busy now. So then they say, no, it's important for you to receive this message. Then they can use different, connections or different methods to just give the message to the person, right?
Well, in the beginning, and I tell this to my clients and my students, it's really good to sit and get quiet in the sacred space and meditate. That is like the number one way to receive messages from your guides. If you're busy, you're not going to, they might be talking to you, they'll be knocking,
Yeah.
but you can't hear them because you're too distracted. So in the beginning, just starting off, my recommendation is to build a meditative practice. Practice meditating. Now, you don't necessarily have to sit and be 100% quiet, because a lot of people have a problem getting centered and sitting and being quiet. You can listen to music. You can go on YouTube, do a guided meditation. Go somewhere where they have a guided meditation. They have them on YouTube. I see them all over the place. I've got them on my own YouTube channel. And that way you can sit and listen to somebody guide you on a journey. And usually they have like really soft music, and it gets you in the mode. And then once you're like, you've done it a few times, then when you want to sit down and meditate, it'll be easier for you to connect. And it's also really, really very important to, when you receive information, receive messages, to write it down. Because if you don't write it down when you first get it, it'll be gone and you will forget. And good luck on asking your spirit guides to repeat it, because more than likely they will not. They might tell you again later on when they feel you're ready to hear it. But I always recommend, and when I'm doing readings for people and channeling information, spirit always says that. Write it down.
Yes.
Document it. If you're not going to write, if you're somewhere, you have your phone, you can put it in your notes in your phone, you can dictate it in your phone.
Yes.
Right. Document it somehow, some way. Very, very, very important. But meditation is like the number one way to connect to your guides. And if you're just starting out, I highly recommend you take a class to connect with your guides or spirit through meditation, because if you're brand new at this, you don't know who you're calling in. I don't want to scare anybody,
Yeah.
but there's trickster spirits. There's
Yes.
they wait, like, I want to play a trick on her, he, and they do that, and
Yes.
you'll think you're speaking to a guide, but it's an imposter. It's not really your.
Yes.
And if you get a message from your guide and you think it's your guide, just know your guides are always going to give you a message of love. It's
Yes.
always going to come from a place of love. If it doesn't come from love, you know it's not your guide.
Yes, yeah, it's so true. Yeah, there's something that I learned myself, and I talk to clients and people as well. Because you, when it comes from the right source, you always feel peace. It's always coming, with serenity, and peace. It's a peaceful sensation. It's like, you are in love. That's what they show me. Like you fell in love with someone. You are in so much love with someone. When they come from the wrong source, and for your ego, you kind of feel a little bit like you eat something, it tastes, oh, it doesn't feel too good. It's you're gonna feel something strange, different. And there's something so important. I mean, because one thing that I see so many young people do as well, say, oh, I invite all these spirits right now. I'm open to connect with this spirit. It is, oh, I say, oh, be careful. I mean, I'm inviting all these spirits right now. You need to be very careful. But I love when things she suggests more than one time to find a place, to find someone they can help you. But always, what she said is so important, and because she doesn't have a her ego with her right now. Connect. She could say, "Oh, you come to me, and I will help." She did say that, but she said, "Follow your guidance." That's what she said. You know what I mean? Maybe if you guided to go to her, to take some classes to her, go ahead. Or maybe it could be someone else. I don't know. But I just love the way she talked. I believe that's the way it's supposed to be. I do so many things, but I always tell people, if you feel guided to have a session with me, that's fine, my friend. I don't say, oh, no, no, come to have a session with me. I'm going to help you. I do this, I do that. This is all ego. This is
Yes.
all ego. That's the reason I love her so much, and but I love how to explain. But I want to ask a question here. It's about animals. This came to me. It's not that I want to ask, no, but if someone ask me to ask this question, it's related. Animals has a soul, and if the animals has soul, it's like the human. It's like the humans,
A
like
soul,
us.
a soul is a soul, and it can come in any body form. A bug has a soul. It's a different body form. An animal it's just a soul in a different body form.
But the soul, they in the animal body is a lot more, how am I gonna say it, advanced or more connected with the source than the soul that come in a human body, right?
Yes, yeah, they're pretty connected. They're more connected than humans give them credit for.
So
Um,
what if I understood it correct? So when the soul use an animal body, that's because it's a very advanced soul. They come for a very highest frequency soul. I mean, place it to incarnate in an animal body. That I'm correct or no?
it's the soul's choice whether, if they want to come in human form or animal form or a tree. It's the soul is a soul. It's just energy. I will tell you that animals have a soul contract just like humans have a soul contract. So
Hmm.
when an animal comes to you and what is that saying? They come to you and he's supposed to be yours. More than likely, that's 100% accurate because they have a contract and they'll do anything. They go through a lot before they get to their human. Okay, like I'll give you an example. My cat, um, I I saw when I saw him on a rescue on Facebook. There was some kind of connection with that cat that I had. I saw on Facebook that I had to rescue him because he was going to be euthanized the next day. He was in a shelter, but there was some kind of attraction I had to him that I had to have this cat. And he's my cat now and he protects me. Cats protect their humans. They're very loyal. So are dogs. But cats are different because they're warriors. They they guard our energy field. And they take in, like if there's a negative energy around you, they take in that negative energy to protect us. They see beyond the veil. Now, this kitty, and I've had communication with a lot of different animals. Um, he he came to me, but he had a rough life before he got to me. Okay, he was a kitten and he ended up in a shelter and he was going to be euthanized. And it was the timing of that for me to see him on my Facebook, have that connection with him, and I had to go down and pick him up. And now it's a partnership you have with that animal. Okay, they don't come to, there's no accident that this animal came to you. There's always a reason. There's no coincidence. Just know that animal has a soul purpose with your soul purpose. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, you might help an animal to find its right person. Doesn't mean it's supposed to be your cat. Now, with animals, when I connect with animals, it's a deep feeling I have and a knowing. When I first started doing animal communication, I felt and I knew answers. Now, because, I'm going back to the universe, you're doing your work, your assignments, they give you another assignment. Now my gift is I speak directly to the soul of the animal. And I have a conversation and they tell me what's going on and they don't like this or this or this, or this is making me sick, or, because people come to you for different things, for different reasons. Why is their animal behaving that way? So I speak directly to the soul of the animal. In the beginning, it was just a feeling, a knowing, and I sensed things and I trusted what I was sensing. But now it's moved up to a stronger connection where I speak to the soul. Now, another way I communicate with the animals is the animal will show me pictures. I get these pictures. I had like visions in my head of what's going on. That's another form of communication. I used to have another cat. My Gracie passed on, but when I first got my black kitty, Boris, this is the one I was just talking about, and brought him here, she was not happy with me. Why? I was laying on the couch, almost asleep, and she put her face in my third eye, because animals are very psychic. My third eye, and she's talking to me, and she's like, "Why did you bring him here? We were happy. I was fine. I didn't need company. I was happy with our connection. It was just me and you. I was just so happy, and you brought him here." I go, "Gracie, I rescued him just like I rescued you. We all have to get along." Okay. She wasn't happy with me. And she let me know. And she came in my sleep and woke me up. Her face was right in my third eye talking to me. So they communicate with us in different ways. I mean, I hear them really well, but if I'm doing a reading with somebody with an animal, they show me stuff. And then I relay the information and they tell me stuff. So it goes both ways. There's all different ways of communication. But I didn't always hear like I hear now. It was a gradual progression to that point. But going back to the animals, they're all just souls in a different body form. So they're just like you and me, but they have that cat behavior. They have a dog behavior, but they're still a soul. That makes sense.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you for explaining that. But I have another question that came in here. I just want to explain something quick, because I've been asked some questions to her. Those questions, they are coming to me. It comes from someone out there. They are going to watch this conversation and they have this question. It's pretty amazing, right? It's not like the spirit asked me to ask questions to her. No, it's someone out there talking to me, and I ask. So the question is how do you see the angels in the light beings that you channel, that work with you? You see them as a colors, or this one color, as a light, or see them as like in a human body? How do you see them now?
Okay, well, when I first started on the journey, I just felt them. I didn't see them.
Okay.
Just felt them. And their energy is a really soft, loving energy. Okay. And then as time went on and I have expanded, I now see them. And they are, okay, so who wants to come forward here? Okay. One of my angels, her name is Crystalline, and she is an essential angel. And the essential angel is one rank under the archangels. They have a huge responsibility. They're a very big presence, a very big angel. When I see her, okay, she's showing herself to me right now. She is like, and they're a different color. Her color is like a pearlized blue. And I see her, she's blue. Okay. Her face, she's got like porcelain white skin and a really thin nose, almost looks like Nordic or Norwegian or Swedish. And she's got long blonde, curly hair, real long all the way to her feet. She's iridescent. I see her in 3D, like three-dimensional. She's got a white, flowy dress on, beautiful. I mean, she's just porcelain skin, perfect with this hair. And the wings, which they show themselves to humans with having wings. They've always been depicted since the beginning of time with wings, but it's really like part of their aura. So I see she's showing me its wings, but I see that it is the aura. And they're big, beautiful, pearlescent blue wings. She's beautiful. You're beautiful. Thank you, Kimberly, she says. Now, Archangel Michael, who happens to be with me all the time, he's massive in size. Crystalline's pretty big, but Archangel Michael is massive. He's a massive angel, huge. And I see him again. They're like transparent, but in that color. So he's in like an indigo blue, like a deep dark purple, big white and blue iridescent wings. I see him. He has blonde, wavy hair. They're like here. Sometimes he wears his armor, but with me, I painted him once and I went to go put his armor on and he said, no, leave it off. So he's all bare chested and all cut, cut chest, cut abs, everything. And then big legs with the sandals are like those tie-up sandals like the Roman soldiers used to wear. Mm-hmm. And he has on a cape and he's got his shield and which side? Shield, sword. But he's massive. So let me tell you a story about.
It's amazing.
I just learned, okay? Years ago, when I first started on my journey, I would be driving down the road and I would see this indigo light on the shoulders of the road, mostly at night. Dark purple light on the right and on the left. And I had people in the car. I see it all the time. I go, do you see that purple light on the side of the road? And they're like, no, I don't see anything. And I'm always seeing it. And sometimes I see it in the daytime. When it first started showing itself to me, it had to be in 2006 or 7. I didn't know what it was. And I'd always ask people, no, I don't see anything, Kim. I go, are you sure? And they're like, no, I don't see anything. I just learned recently, after all those years of not even knowing what I just took, okay, well, it's there. I guess I see this all the time, that it was Archangel Michael letting me know that he was present. Because his color is a purple indigo bluish, like a deep dark blue. And I see it like purple blue. So that's an indication from him sharing with me that he's present. I have been seeing that for so many years, and I would ask my guys, nobody would ever share with me, what is that? It never came up in a reading. It never came up when I was asking. And I just learned this maybe 6 months ago. Oh yeah, that's my light. I just want you to know that I'm there with you. Oh, you waited all these years to tell me this.
That's funny. That's funny, Selena.
So I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I love, the way I when I see Archangel Michael, but I don't know why this always happened to me the same way. I feel the energy, but the first I see him is huge as well. But the first thing that always show up to me is the sword, is the
Oh,
first thing they show up to me. Then I tell, Archangel Mike's here, and I miss, do you have any, sometimes when I work with a class, I do have any connection? Oh yeah, I do have. I'm always talk to him, blah, blah, blah. This is beautiful. I love it. Thank you for explaining, to show how you see them. But another question here popping in,
sure.
I just make a note how Jesus show up to you, my friend, because I know you receive, you channel message from Jesus as well, but how Jesus show up to you, because I can share quick my the way I feel. I don't see that all the time. It's not all the time, but when I feel Jesus, with me, when sometimes or something that I'm going through, or something that when I work with a client, Jesus show up to say something. Tears is, I feel this overwhelming feeling, sensation of love, so strong, so strong. This light, this love energies. I mean, very powerful. Tears start coming down in my eyes, and I disconnect myself from myself. I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm at. I don't know nothing. But I know that's Jesus' presence. With me at the moment. But like I said, it's not the time. Either it's not that I'm not going to say that I don't work to Jesus energies. I do work, but it's not just something that He's with me all the time. No, but
He's he's
yeah.
with me. Yeah, I have Mary.
But I would love to so you can tell how you see him, how he show up, how is he communicate with you.
I just hear him. I just ask. He talks to me all the time. But his presence is a big presence. He's pure light, full of love. But all the masters are like that.
Mm.
When I see Yeshua, he has, and people experience him differently. Okay.
Yes.
I see him all the time because he's part of my team and I converse with him all the time. So I'm just going to share with you what I experience, how I see him. Okay, he's got brown, curly hair, and it's about to here. It's got a hint of red in it. Okay, he's got a beard, and it's not a short beard. I have his picture right there. And it's really full. He's got a narrow kind of nose that comes down. It's almost like a little hook. It's narrow though. And he's got high cheekbones. He's a little olive skinned. He's not black because
I was going to ask this question if Jesus is black or not.
he's not black. He's a little dark. It almost looks tan. Okay. He's got blue eyes and bushy eyebrows, real bushy eyebrows. So sometimes when he comes to me, um, and just he's not fully manifested. He just shows me his eyes, and I know his eyes because they're blue in color with these bushy eyebrows, and some of the eyebrows kind of fall in his eyes a little bit. So it's a distinctive look. And his nose is narrow and kind of hooks down a little. But and he's always he has on and he's got raised hair here on his neck, and he's always, not always, but most of the time when I see him, he's in the white tunic. Sometimes it has a different color sash, and it has a robe as a belt. But I've also seen him in a flannel shirt and jeans before. I've also seen him in a spacesuit because he works very closely with Lord Ishtar.
Hmm.
They work together in the Galactic Council of Light. And whenever there's like a battle on the other side, I've seen him suit up. He puts on like this armor and this spacesuit before he gets ready to go to battle. So I've seen him different ways, but it's always the same face. So with the same face and the hair and the eyes and the eyebrows. Um, but he is a very warm and loving soul. But he can be like, he laughs too. He tells jokes and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
he's got a personality because he always like tries to remind people that I was just a man with a gift. I was a man with a gift in my lifetime. I had,
yes,
yeah, I was a channel. I channeled Lord Maitreya, the father of Lord Maitreya came through me, and so did Lord Melchizedek and Sanakamera, the higher beings of light, came through him and Mary Magdalene and channeled. So he doesn't like for you to, to call him a god or the son of God. We're all sons and daughters of God.
yes.
Oh, all of us are. And he was no different than you and I. So he always makes a point, and a lot of the channelings that I do with him, he'll say stuff like that. Very casual, very casual. It's not, he doesn't talk in tongues, he doesn't talk with an accent. He's just a guy.
Yeah, that's how I receive a message for him as well. But there's another question here. This is a very interest question that probably here that someone asked me to ask. How about if Jesus were married, if he had any children? If you have
I
any information about this,
a book with Mary Magdalene, and it's all channeled. And in the book, she mentions, he was married to Yeshua, and Yeshua was his name, or Jeshua, was married to Mary Magdalene, and yes, they had children. I mean, you want to do a whole show on that? I know a
no,
lot.
you can no, okay, but like I explained before, no, this question is they are happening, and I was like, it's people asking. But like I said, this you can give a brief, answer, and we don't need to go too deep, Maybe we can have another conversation about this. But this is a question that someone, asked me to ask you if Jesus was were married, if he had any children as well.
They have a bloodline. They did.
Wow, this is amazing. Yeah, because I did heard something in the someone, I don't remember his name right now. He's very, very into all these things, the Asians tablets, study, he's very connected to so many things. I just can't remember his name right now, but I've been watching some videos that he has on YouTube, and he talk about so many things. And the other thing too, I was talking to someone yesterday, she live in our area. Her name is Ilasa Tiana. I don't know if you know her, but anyway, so the one thing they when I was talking to her yesterday, that we are living the best time in this planet right now. But the other thing they show me yesterday that I'm gonna say the same thing that they talked to me yesterday. I'm not gonna mention religious names, anything like that, but so many beliefs out there the people has and use it to control people, to manipulate people, is collapsing. It's come down because the humanity is being waken up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is now is out of control in a good way.
Mhm.
It's out of control in a good way. You know what I mean? This is what they show me. There's a new transformation in this planet. People at all different ages. I believe you have so many young people, all different ages, go through, they went through awakening, or they'll go through awakening. It the same way they come to me as well. It's just so beautiful, but it's not only in America, it's everywhere, all different ages, and more and more and more. There's so many being asked to incarnate to come. I want to go. They don't need to come back anymore. They are asked to come back. This is the time. This time is so important now for the humanity history. It's something, like I said, I was talking to her, they were showing me those things. I said, oh my God, this is so beautiful. But one of those things that I like to share with you as well, Kim, because yesterday they talked to me. They said it's so many people out there. They doing this thing. They has a YouTube channel. They invite people. They talk to them about the gift. This, there. But the Spirit said to me, the reason I gave you this message, this guidance to create this channel with this name. That's you to invite. I'm not saying that nobody knows Kim. A lot of people know Kim who in America, even outside America as well. But you need to connect with these people that you know. Is so many other people they are there doing the work. You need to bring more all those people and put them in one place all together like in my YouTube channel, this channel, the conversation within. But the reason they asked me, they explained to me, is because it's so important for people to start connecting more with you and everyone else as well. Any only folks. I'm not judging anyone at all, but it's don't focus only these huge names out there. Because in the reality, those people, I'm not going to even mention anyone's names, they are not better or more gifted than her or than me. And we are the same thing. We are not more better or more gifted than them. We are one. But the things that they were talking to me yesterday, they say so many people, unfortunately, I mean, they feel so powerful right now because they are so gifted. Everyone wants to interview them. They have so many books, you know, and they are feeling way too powerful. They are for some reason they are kind of this they are a little bit disconnected to me for the right reason why they came here for. And can happen to so many people. But this is something that I know that never is going to happen to you. I'm 100% sure about this. And I know this never is going to happen with me 100% because the way the source that we are connected, the way they talk to us, they teach us. That's what I said more than one time. You speak my language. When I listen to you, I have so much respect. I know so far there's no one thing I can in my mind to say I don't agree with her. This is beautiful, Kim. But that's what they talked to me yesterday. When I was talking with Larson yesterday, they said that's the reason now. And they said keep it doing, keep it talk with people. That's the reason I received the guidance to bring you one more time, and I see you're gonna come back in again one more time because it is important, my friend. I mean that you how I'm gonna put this now, the things that you need to say, the message that you need to share, with the people. I know you are constantly posting channel messages you post on Facebook, so many different social media for people to read. But you need to connect more to them now. Connect, bring them to your channel. It's even sometimes if you need more, one, two, or three more times, because it's important. I mean, for them express for in a different channel the message for people.
Mhm, mhm. Well, something I did a show this past weekend, and um, this message came up a lot. Okay. Spirit says there's going to be a lot in the up and coming days, a lot of information that's going to go out. And you're going to know some of it is accurate, some of it's not accurate. This is out.
Yes,
out here, this is out here. And people are going to be confused. They're going to be like, I don't know what to believe, this and this and this and this. And what Spirit says is to allow your heart to guide you. If it feels good in your heart,
Yeah.
then you know that it's accurate. Then you know that it's right for you. If you don't feel anything in your heart, just push it aside and move on to the next. Now, whenever you feel any kind of, when you're in alignment and you get those thrill bumps, chill bumps, God bumps, whatever you want to call them, that's an indication of your soul letting you know that it's in alignment with you, that it is your truth. So if you can, just put that into perspective. Go with the way you feel, not what you think, because the ego is going to
Yeah,
put you on like a wild goose chase. But if you listen to how you feel, know that that is your soul. That is your soul directing you and keeping you in alignment with your truth. So that's how you will know what's true and what feels right for you.
thank you, Kim. It's beautiful. Yeah, but I, 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 I just love how you explained, because it's billions of people all over the world right now, you know, channel messages, from so many different, spirits, light beings, it's so many beautiful gifts. This is so important to share those messages. But I see, I don't spend a lot of time listening to so many people, but I see so many people. I'm not judging anyone, please. They are very gifted, but I see the way they are, I believe they receive the message like, they say this the way you're supposed to say, give this message, but for some reason, when you receive a message, we can add a lot of our own words, our own interpretation sometimes. But I see sometimes people disconnecting from the way the message is supposed to be delivered. And then I feel people connected a little bit with the ego. When I try to say, people say, "Oh, you have to do this," and or you need to stop believing in affirmation. You need to stop doing work with the crystal. This is doesn't work. This is not real. I see people saying things like that, and like I said, they receive the message, but for some reason, once again, they disconnected it from the way it's supposed to be delivered. And then when you do that, you give no permission, you invite your ego to pop in, it come. But there's one thing, my friend, I know you for so many years, and I never, doesn't matter what, messages that you post, everywhere, or when you talk, or whatever it is, I never ever heard anything from you that coming from your ego, or you just try to say, oh, I'm gonna change this. No, that's what I feel like to say. I'm gonna change some things here. When you try to say that you obey, that you respect your gift is who is talking to you, who is giving message to you. This is something that I like to say for so many people out there. You know what I mean? To honor your gifts, to
Right,
obey what the Spirit's been asking you to do,
right,
how you Spirit to been guide you to use your gifts. If I'm not saying that I'm perfect. In the past, no, I connected to my ego a lot, but I went through some lessons. Was not easy lessons that I went through, and that every single day I'm working to more and more and more to obey the Spirit and to deliver the message the way they want, not the way that I think. No, I'm gonna change this now. This is so important because something that you are talking before, yeah, we start here from the bottom, but for us to raise up a frequency, start receiving more gifts, we need to do inner work, and you need to respect the universal laws, and you need to respect the human laws, and you need to obey the spirit. You don't start saying, oh, thank you for this thank you for talking to me for an hour, but I'm gonna change a bunch of things in here because that's what I feel like. I'm sorry, my friend. That's not the way you're supposed to use your gifts or to because I feel me personally that I'm disrespect them and I'm wasting their time. They give to me to connect with me and talk to me.
Well, they have nothing but time, by the way.
Yeah, I know it. But that's I'm just to explain,
So I'll tell you how, when I'm doing this work, I completely, like when I'm doing a channel, I completely move out of the way. Like I step out of my body and allow the being to come in. And when they speak through me, sometimes my voice changes, sometimes my face changes, the cadence changes. It just changes. Sometimes it doesn't change, but I know sometimes the vocabulary, the words they use are not ones that I use. So, with that being said, is I let them come in and speak. Um, I have people that I mentor on Zoom, and we exchange messages, and I let Archangel Michael come in. And by the way, that's who wants to talk through me today. As actually, he wants.
Okay, thank you.
When he comes in, I can feel him adjusting into my body. Like I'm out, but I feel his spirit. He comes in and he adjusting. And then I like it. It almost feels like I'm in like this dream state. And then I just allow him to talk. In one particular message I was reading for one of my students, and I knew I was doing this. Right? Archangel Michael was in my body. And I just allowed it because I wasn't in the body, but I can feel it. He was sitting like this, with his hands, his arms
Yeah.
like this, very stern. And I can feel myself doing it. But he was in my body. He was speaking. So that'll happen because they move around. When
Yeah.
and I channeled Crystalline, who I had mentioned earlier, she's the pearlized blue color. When she comes in, whoa, I'm just like, wow, oh, I just feel so happy. And my voice changes like that because it's her coming in. Again, it's my body and I'm aware it's my body, but I move out. My soul moves out of the way and allows them to come in. And I feel them moving. Okay. And that's why I close my eyes to focus. Sometimes I open my eyes, sometimes I close my eyes. It
Yeah.
just depends.
Yeah. I have to say this again. You speak my language because I the metaphysical place that I grew up in Brazil now, they incorporate spirit in the body. So then people come and talk to them, different spirits, from different places, from Africa, some, you go on and on. But each one, has the own way. The voice change, the way the body's moving change. If I sometimes it can be a woman, and then if she's so pretty, you can see it comes to the hair, it gets to the way
Yeah,
the posture, it just all
yeah,
very feminine. Sometimes, when there's a male spirit, very strong, they have a very strong personality. They come and they don't smile, they talk to people. Now, remember the place is on Monday. This was a lady, she's incorporated a male spirit, his name is Tupinambá, and he was, I don't, those many people used to avoid to go to him because he see the things and he just say you just like that. But the other on Thursday that she worked as well, his name was Payadão. He was more kind. He make jokes, But the other one, he was never joking, never smiling. He look at you, then you have something that you are supposed to do, stop doing whatever it is. He just go sit, and he always raising his voice. He has this very strong voice. He's raising his voice. He has a bunch of people there, and then you feel a little bit embarrassed. So, like I said, but the way you talk is it brings some memories because
Yeah.
it is true when you incorporate French, it depends male, female. If it's young, you're a little bit old. If I'm old, then I mean they're gonna oh, move slowly.
It's funny.
It's
They're
funny, but I love.
reading for a woman at a show, and Crystalline came in. She was in most of the day. She just was like a revolving door. She just, no, I'm going to come in again. I'm going to come in again. So this woman sat in front of me, and Crystalline knew the soul that was sitting beside me. And she comes in my body, and she's talking to the woman like she's known her whole life. Well, really, the angel has known that soul her whole life. And I'm just talking to her, you look so nice. Your eyes look really sparkly today. And when Crystalline comes through, my voice gets high. You look really nice today. What have you been doing? She started asking her questions, and then she gave her some information, how much she how what she's been doing, and that she's really doing a good job and to keep doing it. And then at the end, Crystalline was just smiling, and I had this smile on my face, and I'm talking to her, and she started smiling back at me. And I said goodbye to the woman, Crystalline said, "Bye, it was really nice to see you. Keep up the good work." And, you're just such a joy, just such a joy, just such a joy. And the woman's like, "Thank you, thank you." It was almost like she was having like a soul recognition with the angel that was coming through me speaking. And then she got up, and after she got up, Crystalline was just kept smiling, and I was just like this the whole time. And she had gotten up, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just still like this, and I'm like, "Yeah, come on, I love you."
Yeah, it is. I had so many beautiful memories of this place
It
that I
was so
grew up. They grew up in Brazil. But Kim, I'm gonna ask. I know that someone is they want to talk to you, and if you feel God, that this is the right moment, my friend, to channel. I don't know. I don't know if you mentioned was Archangel Michael. I don't know if it's his name or someone else.
true. Michael wants, he's already told me a few times now.
Okay, okay. If you feel God, then I mean, I don't know if you feel this is the right time.
I could, but he wants to, I think he has something he wants to say to everybody first, and then do a moment to ask a question.
Okay.
Okay, so give me a second. Greetings, beloved ones. Yes, it is I, Archangel Michael. I come forward on this auspicious day to remind everyone to stay in your heart space, to stay heart centered with everything that you do. Now, we are aware that the election has taken place, and there is still a little bit of division going back and forth on both sides. I want you to know that this is all part of the divine plan, and it was supposed to be this way. If you take yourself out of the equation and bring yourself up higher to a higher point of view, and look down on the situation like you're looking down at all the players doing what they were supposed to be doing. You will not allow yourself to get caught up into the chaos and into the feeling of what is actually taking place. In other words, seeing it from a higher perspective will help you a great deal. If you react and you get caught up into the mess, it will affect you, and you will stay in that fear mode. And that is what is happening currently on the planet. And when I speak about the dark ones want to keep everybody in a fear mode. So if you do not react and you see things from the higher perspective and be neutral in the situation, it will not affect you as much as it would normally. You'll be able to stay higher, vibrate higher, and stay in the heart space. When you're in the heart space, you are reflecting what it is your soul feels from a place of love. That is the message I wanted to bring forward today because of the timing of this interview. Now, do you have a question for me?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for taking the time to come in here and connect with us. And I want to say that I'm so grateful, thankful that in the beginning, this conversation, that's exactly I was talking to Kim, that I feel that the position that I need to take in this day today is to pray, to continue praying for people, without, judge anyone, without discriminating anyone. Doesn't matter who's going to be a national president or not. It's just to continue to pray for every single one. But I do have a question, and I'm going to take opportunity now to ask a question for myself. I'm going through to so many things, and I'm doing my inner work every single day, connected to my prayers, with my meditation. But I just feel, me personal, I don't feel that I'm stuck, but I just feel that something kind of being interfere with my energies, with my so many areas in my life, like in my financial, my health, my business, my love life. And many times I try to connect, to try to see what is being kind of stopping or interfering with my life. I would love to ask if you have any guidances for me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
It would be in your best interest, my beloved one, to get quiet. When you feel yourself feeling overwhelmed and you feel like you're blocked and you are not receiving information like you normally do, this is an indication for you to go somewhere to sit and be quiet. Go and allow yourself to get quiet and to meditate. Now, when you are overwhelmed with things, just know you are blocking yourself. It would be very beneficial for you to ground yourself on a daily basis, also clear your energetic field, and then put up your spiritual protection. Because there is so much going on at the present time that we need to be mindful and to protect our energy field. Now, with everything that is happening at the present time, the collective is kind of all scattered out there, meaning that there's so much fear and uncertainty and anger. And when one is an empath, it does tend to affect your normal everyday life. Okay? So, with that being said, grounding and clearing your energy field and putting that spiritual protection up protects your field from feeling the energy from the collective. Now, I know you said you tend to feel overwhelmed. You may want to incorporate a stronger self-love healing practice with yourself, to include the grounding, to include the clearing of the energy field, and to find sacred space to sit and to meditate. Going outside in nature helps to clear the slate. It helps you to have a clearer mind, to get away from all the everything going on, the chatter. When you're outside in nature, you're able to open up and do a reset. And then you can come back and sit with oneself and get quiet and allow yourself to receive. When you start to feel like that, just know that that is an indication for you to ground and clear and get out in nature.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. But I do have another question, if I may. Uh, as a light works, we have so many light works and so many beautiful gifted people in this planet, but it's so much suffering in this, not only in our country, in America, but so much suffering right now all over the world. So many things going on in so many countries now. What we can do to help to raise up the love frequency in a planet and inside of a people's hearts now. Thank you.
Okay, the first thing I'd like to mention is to turn off your media. Do not engage in any activity where people are angry because that will pull your energy down. Okay, so you have to disconnect from social media and disconnect from watching the news. Now, we're not saying that you have to do it indefinitely, but don't do it as much. And so I'm going to bring forward this again. I mentioned this in the last answer to the question, is that you have to protect your energy field so you do not take in what other people are feeling, what the collective is feeling, what is going on in the outside world, because many of you who are light workers and who are empaths, you are going to feel every single thing. So it is very important for you to protect your energy field. Okay, you may want to clear your space, cleanse your space, clear your space, your car, your house, your office. We have to keep things clear, because if you don't have this practice and do this on a daily basis, it's just going to come back in and it's going to affect you. You have to incorporate all these tools into your daily practice. Now, you can also, it's very helpful to always project love out, but protect your heart while doing so. Project the love out, but protect your heart. This way, you will not come back and stick inside your energy field where you will feel it. But when you do this, you're going to be protected. So just put up your spiritual protection. If you need assistance putting up your spiritual protection, just call on one of your angels or one of your guides, and we will be more than happy to assist you.
Thank you. I appreciate it because I do feel this is a very important time for us in this planet. That I do feel that we need to be united, We all need to all be together as one. Just not say, I'm spiritual, I'm Jewish, I'm Christian, I'm Catholic, it go on and on. I do believe this is the time for everyone's, hold hands, It just not use, our energies, our love that we have, our faith that we have, and our focus, on our people, on our planet, not only in the things that we believe, not only in ourselves, not only in material things, or our own personal needs as well. That's what I feel. That's what I ask, to Archangel Michael to continue guide me, to continue guide every single one in this planet, every single one, because I feel that we need so much more love inside of our hearts. I do feel that we need to see more everyone with eyes of love. And I do feel that we need to love everyone the way you love us without discriminate anyone at all. I know that you don't discriminate anyone. And that's what I believe that we need to do. And I ask you now for you to continue guide every single person in this planet, Archangel Michael, to be able to understand that we are here to love and to help one another. And I thank you so much to take that time today to be here, connect with you guys.
Well, I thank you, my beloved child. And I thank everyone for just listening to your own inner guidance and allow your own inner guidance to be your guide. Always trust what it is you feel on the inside. Always trust and have faith, and it will be. Thank you. I am Archangel Michael.
Thank you. Was very beautiful, my friend. And I did ask you one personal question to me, but then after that, these folks know and people, and I am so I'm so hot and I'm so emotional and I'm so grateful and I feel so much love and gratitude, for for you to be a part of my journey, Kim, for you to you know, open your heart and give your time here today to have this conversation with us, to help us to understand so many different things. You know what I mean? So many different, we talk about so many different things today. Even, like I said, I learned so much, with you. I'm always open to learn, like you said, you always know, going to every single day going to the school. I believe this is a school. Yeah, every day I love to when I wake up in the morning. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy that I'm going to a class. I'm gonna take a class today. That's something new to learn today. And this is the other thing that I like to say because I've been seeing and I may feel that it's so many people is going to watch this conversation today, listen to this conversation, and so many more questions is gonna come up. Feel free to ask those questions. I can make some notes, maybe for another time and talk to her. But one thing I need to say this, my friend, if you feel guided, if you receive the guidance to connect with Kim, my friend. She has so much that she can help you, teaching you. I have my own things as well, but I'm not here to promote it or promote myself. But I'm gonna try to say the universe is gonna guide you to the right person. Once again, if you receive receive the guidance to go to her. She do so many things. She has so many different type of classes now to help you disconnect with her. She's gonna share with everyone her website, what I mean. So her name is there, Kimberly Rose, Aiken. If you look at like my name. My name's if I write my names over there is Antonio Fernando Gomes de Araújo. I have a very long name, but I only use now Nando Nando Araújo. But please, no, how can people connect to you? If you would like to share your website, your Facebook page, please feel free to do, Kim. Thank you.
My website is indivinetime.com, all one word. And I also have I have everything is on the webpage. It's a one-stop shop. The classes, my Mary Magdalene books, my audio books. I have an event part where I do classes and they're all listed on the events. I have a blog. I also have a YouTube channel, and that's all on my website as well. And if you wanted to go to my YouTube channel without going on my website, it's at Kim Cintio, which is my legal name, Kim Cintio, and then it's 333. So that's the call name on the YouTube. And I'm sorry that I'm a little stuttery, but I just came back in my body, so I'm not.
No, no, you're fine, my friend.
Um, uh, but mostly everything is on the website. I'm getting ready to expand the website because I have received more gifts to share with the world. Let me see what
Wow.
else I have. Let me see. One, two, three, four Facebook pages. And they're all different. One's a Mary Magdalene page, two are professional pages, and then my I think all three of them are professional pages, but I mostly post channels and videos on my Kimberly Rose page. So you can just go to Kimberly Rose, and mostly everything that I do is there, except if you want to see strictly Mary Magdalene stuff, it's on the Mary Magdalene page. And you can find that through my name. I think it's Mary Magdalene, the high priest. What is it? Mary Magdalene and the high priestess of the Temple of Isis is the name of the page. So it's mostly Yeshua channels and Mary Magdalene channels.
Yeah.
That
One thing that I feel guided to say here at the moment, uh, anytime that you feel maybe, I have to say it this way, if you feel lost, or if you are looking sometimes for some guidances, and one thing that I suggest for you guys, my friend, she has so many messages, so many messages. Go there. It can be the message for today, or maybe one from a week ago or month ago. But they asked me to say to you guys, one of those messages is going to be for you. One of those messages is going to give you the clarity, the guidance that you are looking for. They asked me to say, because the message that she channel all those messages. It's not something that she think, oh, I'm gonna write it down today about forgiveness. I'm gonna post some messages. All those messages she channel for different angels from different light beings. They are connected to a very higher frequency. And once again, I do read her messages because it's so beautiful. It's so powerful. The energy, just the energy, not just the words, no, but the energy in those messages. When you start reading, you can feel the changes, the shift. It's like, if you are sad or depressed, you can feel those energies releasing to your body at the moment. That's what they asked me to say, because Kim is, like I said, I know her for a long time. And she's such a beautiful soul, such a beautiful gifted soul, and I'm so grateful, thankful she
right?
opened her heart to connect with the eyes one more time today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. I send so much love for you. I love so, but I have to say something for you, my friend. I don't know if you want to share your secrets with your eyes, but every time that I see you, you look more beautiful. Is there a secret or something that you drink, or some type of food that you eat? No, this is real. This is not a joke. You look more beautiful every time that I see you.
Oh,
Must be these people. I want to connect with them as well. No, I just want to congratulate you. How beautiful you look, my friend.
yeah.
Inside and out. Thank you. It's beautiful to see you.
Oh,
You
well,
know,
I wasn't expecting that.
No, no, for real, the happiness, the joy, but this is something, no, it do help. I have to share that with you guys. It do help eyes to look beautiful. Doesn't matter what age, when you are connected so much with within, when you are using a gift is the way it's supposed to be used, when you are connected to the right source, its energies affect eyes in all the areas in our lives, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you look. That's what happened to Kim.
Right. A lot of it has to do with staying in the heart space.
Yeah,
As you're coming from love, and that love that you are projecting out is the love that you feel on the inside.
yeah. Right. Thank you so much again. Thank you, everyone. Listen, I totally suggest that you save this video and please don't maybe listen again, maybe 2 times or 3 times. And I mean, the message that Archangel Raphael gave to us today about today, the election day. Please listen to this message. It's very important, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much again, Kim. Namaste to you. I love you. Thank you so much again, sweetie.
Namaste. Just namaste to everybody. We're all in this together. Don't feel like you're alone because you're never alone.
Yes.
Our team is always here. They're all rooting for us.
Yes.
We've prepared lifetimes for this time. There's no right, no wrong. But if you see it from a higher perspective and not get caught up in it, you will feel better. You were not feeding the fear, you were feeding love. And it's all about love.
It's
All
so, it's so it is. Right.